So then today is day 2 of the 2025 Ladbrokes Players Championship final, and we're at the round 2 stage. Obviously we saw round 1 end yesterday in the afternoon and evening session. Some incredibly big shocks, to be fair. Rob Cross losing, Damon Heta losing, the world number 2 and defending Players Championship final champion Luke Humphries losing as well. And today it's round 2. What players are going to make it to the last 16 in Minehead, and also building a bit of form ahead of obviously the main piece, which is the World Championships. I think that's what everyone's attention is sort of heading to, isn't it? It's Alexandra Palace and sort of getting in the best confidence, best form going into the Ali Pali. Start off with the main stage predictions. Of course, 1st to 6 in the second round, and then I believe this evening it goes to 1st to 10. Stephen Bunting, Daryl Gurney. Bunting he didn't need to be amazing yesterday, did he? Stephen Bunting, Daryl Gurney getting the better of his team, his Northern Irish teammate Brendan Dolan. I think Bunting wins this one. I'm going to go 6-4 Stephen Bunting. Peter Wright, James Wade. Obviously Peter Wright knocked out Joe Cullen. James Wade had that game against Mickey Mansell. That's all we'll say from that one. I think it's going to be a tight game, this, actually, to be fair. I think both players can perform top levels. I think Wade is in better form right now and better confidence than Peter Wright. I'm going to go 6-4 James Wade. Richard Venstre, Nathan Aspinall. The Asp was unbelievable against Sedlacek. I think he continues that again today. I'm going to go 6-2 for the Asp. That performance against Sedlacek was unbelievable. Gerwyn Price against Sebastian Bielecki. Bielecki obviously beat Rob Cross. Gerwyn Price was very good against Max Hopp. Unbelievable performance again from him, showing signs of potentially world champion darts. I'm going to go for Price to win 6-1. Ross Smith, Luke Littler. Littler breezed past Jeffrey de Graaf. De Graaf didn't really play well, but Littler had to do his job. Ross Smith, he got through against Ryan Meikle. Was due to play Nico Springer. Obviously he pulled out. Ryan Meikle just couldn't really get going, could he? I think he felt the fact that he was a replacement, and it really played on him all game. Ryan Meikle just couldn't get going. Littler, though, you've got to fancy him to win. You've got to fancy Luke Littler. I'm going to go 6-3 Littler. Ross Smith is too good of a player not to like 6-0. Jan van Veen with Tyskie. Now, of course, Jan van Veen put out the former winner, Luke Humphries, yesterday on the main stage, 6-5. And that was a really good game. I think Jan van Veen was like 4. He was down anyway. He turned it around and won the game. Beat Luke Humphries on the main stage, so he's into the next round. Ratajski got through against Raymond van Barneveld. I don't see any problems for the Dutchman. I think Van Veen wins. Going to go 6-3. Josh Rock, Scott Williams. Again, I'd love Scott Williams to go far. The walk-on, everything about it, but Josh Rock is a demon right now. Going to go 6-2. That is the main stage predictions. First game on the stage 2, the board 2, James Hurrell against Luke Woodhouse. James Hurrell, can't remember who he beat, actually. Totally just escaped my memory, but he takes on Luke Woodhouse in the first game of stage 2. Woody is in good form, isn't he? He played well at the Grand Slam. Obviously got beat by Ricky Evans. I think he wins this one 6-2. Adam Lipscomb against Bradley Brooks. What a story for Adam Lipscomb. Just a normal guy, and he's playing some really exciting darts at the moment. He takes on Bam Bam. Brooks was very good as well. He beat Martin Lukeman in his game yesterday. I'm going to go for Bradley Brooks to get the job done. 6-2. Ryan Searle, Callan Reds. This is Ryan Searle's tournament, isn't it? You know, this is his home. He only lives around the corner. It's all set up for Ryan Searle to win this one day. I think he beats Callum Ridds 6-4. Jermaine Wattimena, Ryan Joyce. Again, a few years ago I'd have said Ryan Joyce, but Jermaine Wattimena has put in some really solid performance as of late, and I think he beats Ryan Joyce 6-3. Matt Chin and Nick Kenny. Matt Chin, of course, beat a very resurgent Michael Smith. Michael Smith played well in that game, but Shin found another gear. I think he beats Nick Kenny. Obviously, I want Nick Kenny to win, being Welsh, but of course, I think that the wall gets the better of Nick Kenny. Ricardo Pietrezco, Gary Anderson should be an interesting one. Should be a really good game, actually. Gary Anderson is now starting to find his groove, find his quality. You know, he's been playing some really good darts for like the last couple of seasons, Gary Anderson, but just not really reflected it onto TV. I think if he has a good run here, I wouldn't discredit him for the Worlds. I think he wins this one 6-4. Justin Hood, Andrew Gilding. Justin Hood put out Damon Heta yesterday, but Andrew Gilding for me has way more power. I'm going to go 6-2. Chris Dobey against Cam Crabtree. Now, yes, Dobey demolished Keane Barry 6-1, but Cam Crabtree yesterday against Mike De Decker played some unbelievable stuff. You know, his debut at this tournament, there could have been nerves, there could have been a bit of uncertainty, but he just stood up there, threw his darts and won a game against the former World Grand Prix champion. Cam Crabtree to win 6-4, heard it here first. And then the final game is Danny Noppert against Madars Razma. I don't think there's many players in the world right now that could beat Danny Noppert on his A game. I think Danny Noppert wins. I think he wins this one 6-4. Danny Noppert is playing some really exciting darts, really encouraging darts as well. You know, we've been worried about Danny Noppert previously, but I don't think there's any signs of the way he's playing at the moment getting worse. I think he's only on the up. So those are my predictions for the afternoon session, round 2 of the 2025 Ladbrokes Players Championship Finals. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I will do my predictions for the last 16 this evening, or this afternoon I should say, once round 2 is done. Enjoy the darts, and I better go to work. Thanks for watching.